So, as someone who grew a pretty large following on TikTok, one of the original creators originally talking about dark feminine energy on TikTok, there wasn't really much content out there as it is today. I'm so excited to be talking to you about this topic and what dark feminine energy is actually about. When you search dark feminine energy today, a lot of the content that comes up is very femme fatale, Slytherin man eater kind of content. And while dark feminine energy can be expressed in that way, when you truly understand the power that lies within your dark feminine energy and what it's really about, it will completely change the way that you see yourself as a woman and the kind of power that you wield as a woman. So, dark feminine energy should actually just be called feminine energy because it is where everything begins. Your dark feminine energy is the void, it is the unseen, it is the dark, the nothingness, the womb. This is where who you truly are lies. This is where your truth lies. This is where the honest, real you lies. This is where the unfiltered, the raw, the unadulterated, the most authentic version of you before the world has placed itself onto you and has indoctrinated you to make you believe that you need to be something that you are not. This is where that lies. And society has allowed women to believe that their honesty, their real, raw truth is too much. And so you have actually learned to suppress this part of you. A lot of times when people even hear the word dark, it scares them away. They're like, oh my gosh, why would I want to tap into that? When it's everything that you do want to tap into. So as a society, even dark masculine energy, we have learned that these aspects of ourselves are things that we needed to hide and shun away. This is why we have never truly understood and had a really clean and clear way to be able to process things like our anger, our sadness, our pain, our grief, be able to express our shame. And so, because of that, all of that gets lodged inside of your body, inside of the unconscious, inside of your womb space. When you are told that you must be realistic, when you are told that you have to follow a certain way about life and you can't ask for certain things. Every time your real, true, honest heart's desires get beat down or shut down and told that you're not making any sense or you're too selfish or whatever the case may be, again, another wound gets lodged inside of your womb space. When you don't get to express your deepest darkest desires, your sensuality, your sexual desires, even. Again, another wound, another story that gets planted deep inside of your womb space. And that governs your thoughts, that plants a seed in you that you're too much, that your desires are too much, that you ask for too much, that you need to settle down and be a smaller version of yourself, that you can't be who you truly are. And so society has taught women to almost be like a manufactured version of ourselves. We're taught that feminine energy is simply just, just look girly, just wear a dress, just bake and, put on nice perfume and that's really girly, because society truly understands that if women were to really know, that they could literally destroy an entire nation just by truly knowing how to wield their power, that they have this ability, you would be unstoppable. So I work primarily with high achieving women, high performing women. I found that it is particularly this demographic that is the most disconnected away from their dark feminine energy, away from their sensuality, away from their womb space. And as a high achieving woman, a woman who is a creative, a woman who is an artist, a woman who has vision, You were placed here for a specific reason, for a specific calling to move the collective along. And so when these women have lost access to this part of themselves, you almost start playing a role. You've learned how to really tap into your logical mind. You have completely been forced out of your body and have learned to approach your success and your art in a very methodical way, which is awesome. But then it leaves out that mysticism. It leaves out that true womb wisdom that just comes out from you that you already have. So when we are disconnected from our womb spaces, we are disconnected from truth. We're disconnected from honesty. This is why there's a lot of content online about, how to do this to get a man to do this. You feel like you have to scheme. You feel like you have to manipulate because you have forgotten about this power. We have lost connection to our dark feminine energy, which again should actually just be called feminine energy. So when women actually start to access their dark feminine, which is simply about getting back into touch with your womb space, getting back into touch with this part of you, getting back in touch with your body, and really starting to acknowledge the hidden parts of you, the unseen parts of you, the repressed parts of you, all the things, all of the desires, all of the stories that you have stuffed down deep within you, bringing all of that to the surface, allowing yourself to feel it, allowing yourself to own it. This is why the work that I do is so incredibly impactful, because having a space to be witnessed and held and seen in all of this is the game-changing element. Once you have finally started accessing this part of you, you have started making peace with your carnal desires. You have made peace with the ugly parts of you. You have made peace with the non-perfection parts of you. You have made peace that you're a little bratty sometimes. You have made peace that these are the specific desires that really truly speak to your heart and your soul. And it would be so amazing to have these things. When you have made peace with the fact that this is not the career field that you want to be in, and it's time to actually start pursuing what it is that you want. When you have made peace with the fact that this is not the relationship for you, it's time to move along and find the one that is. This is what makes a woman so incredibly alluring and magnetic, because you are finally operating in truth. You are finally operating in honesty, and people can feel it. It is a vibrational shift that is felt. So while it's fun to start wearing red lipstick and start wearing more black and, looking a little bit more moody, not smiling in your photos or whatever it is that is a depiction of dark feminine energy, until you have really truly came to this part of yourself and unlocked these codes within yourself, the frequency is what matters. And until you do that, your frequency isn't going to change. And so your results won't change, at least for long. So when you stop operating in pretend mode and get into honest mode and truth mode by coming here, this is what unlocks the potentiality for everything it is that you want in your life. This is when the real kind of love that is actually meant for you to come in. This is when you reach new levels of financial prosperity in your life, in your career, and in your business start to come in with more ease. This is when the correct job position with the exact salary that you have been praying for and hoping for and dreaming for and even more comes in. This is when the clientele starts coming in droves, is because you have finally accessed your honesty. So just like the womb, just like we have a cyclical nature, just like how we experience an entire cycle over the course of 28 to 30 something days, just like how your womb space goes through those changes, you must be willing. If you're talking about stepping into your dark feminine energy, you must be willing to accept and own when you are going through cyclical times. When your body is telling you it is not time to penetrate me. It is not time to go and hustle and do what it is that you want to do. It's time to be closed. It's time to process. It's time to extract out. And a lot of people are missing that. A lot of people are trying to add on feminine energy things. They're trying to add on feminine energy tactics when really stepping into your dark feminine energy is about unbecoming. It's about releasing all of the things that you have been told you need to do. It's about getting rid of all of that and coming back to your original template. When you can honor this beautiful wisdom that is implanted deep inside of you, that you already know, this is when you start to win effortlessly. So if you're truly ready to honor, really truly ready to step into your real dark feminine energy, then I highly suggest that you go ahead and book in a womb clearing session with me, where I can help you to get crystal clear on exactly what it is that your heart is desiring in this next season of your life. Not what the programming is, not what you thought you wanted, but what is you're actually being called to. What is your womb actually telling you is the next step for you? Being able to actually clear out the gunk from your womb space via release, having a practitioner who can hold you through the process, who can guide you where it is that exactly you need to be and not letting you back down, and really being able to break through to your next level from more honesty, from more truth, from more clear action, and from more love. My clients have been able to do incredible, unexplainable things in their careers, starting new businesses, 2-timesing the revenues in their businesses, completely saving their marriages just from doing this work, with me. So again, if you're serious about really truly being a feminine woman, really truly being a sensual woman, a woman who can magnetize anything it is that she wants to her with ease, then I invite you to claim this and step in. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.